going, guys? So today we have a 2008 ISF Lexus.
Welcome to the intro.
All right, today we have a 2008 Lexus ISF. We have Lowcountry Auto Spa here. This is his vehicle. We'll kind of go over everything what we're going to do today. Kind of have like a detailer on detailer video where we're going to go about my process of washing a vehicle in this condition. His process with washing a vehicle in this condition. Since this is his, he knows all about it. So I'm gonna let him kind of go over everything that's kind of done to it.
Okay. So yeah, this is a 2008 ISF. I have had it since November of last year. I got it with like 94,000 miles on it. It came with a lot of mods already done. So I've got an RR tune, RR titanium intake elbow, the X-Force valved exhaust. I've got the RB two-piece brake kit on it, and that's about it. So it's pretty much just OEM plus. I've beat on it since I've gotten it. It's been pretty solid. No issues really, maybe an O2 sensor code, but that's about it. And yeah, it does best of both worlds, luxury and gets the job done.
So tell us a little bit about what's already done to the car.
So I have, when I initially got it, I did a two-step paint correction over the whole thing. I finished it with the NV Automotive USA Nova Pro ceramic coating. I am the only installer in Charleston that offers this coating.
We've gone over the paint correction. What was the particular coating for NovaCare that you put on this?
So yeah, it's for NV Automotive USA, and I did the Nova Pro ceramic coating. And I am one of two installers in South Carolina. Michael Cook in Columbia, South Carolina is the other installer. Great guy, does great work. And also I have STEC PPF on the hood as well. I install PPF for them, and it's been great.
Pretty much kind of go over what's going to be the best line of attack to make sure we maintain the coating itself. We make sure that the client is going to be happy, and we're going to make sure the car is as clean as possible leaving, so we can have 100% satisfaction.
Well, the first thing is simply just communicate with your clients, figure out what's done with their cars already. At that point, you can assess, the level of wash you're gonna do. So like say with this ceramic coating, it's, okay, I'll use a pH neutral, non-decon soap just to maintain the coating and everything as needed. Obviously you can do some type of decon process, like a chemical decon with certain products as needed, like my rear bumper from all the exhaust stuff coming up.
So you're gonna go with the wheel decon?
Yeah, I'll start with a wheel decon. I will put that on and I'll let it soak and do its thing, and then I'll move on to tires. I typically use Geon wheel as my wheel cleaner, and then I'll move on to Geon tire. So the reason I do the wheels first over the tires is just because then it could just work in, get all the little spots, and the tires take like a significant less amount of time to actually be worked. And then after that, just spray it down. So, but also make sure to spray everything down, because these products, they're meant to get rid of insane amounts of debris. So if you leave them on for too long, they will start to corrode away like you're finishing. So just be time.
Rinse thoroughly.
Yeah, be time conscious, and do not use these products in direct sunlight unless it's very quickly. Unless it's done very quickly.
After the wheels, what's the next step?
Typically, I'm going to spray down the whole car just with plain water once. That almost just gets like the very top layer of dirt off. So then at that point, your soap has to do less work when you first foam the whole car, because that top layer of dirt is partially gone. I'll let that soak for a couple minutes and work its way out. Spray the first foam down off, and then go back for a second one.
Can I explain just
like why you
this is going to be for more of a person that may not know why the two-button method exists.
Yeah.
Or another fellow detailer that's just looking to make sure, like,
sharpen
why we do it, and because nice stick, bub.
Brother is proud of his stick. Way to go.
Pretty much just because not every detailer is going to do the same thing as another. Everybody has their own line of specs of how they do things. Like when I go over mine, it's going to be a little various compared to yours. All right, I guess kind of explain why you in particular use the 2-bucket method.
Yeah. Well, so with the 2-bucket method, you've got one clean bucket and one dirty bucket. Both of these buckets should have dirt guards in the bottom, and the proper process when cleaning your mitt between passes is taking your mitt, rubbing it against the dirt guard, and actually getting the debris that it's taken off of the car and put it back in there. So those dirt guards, they pull the dirt off and they trap it underneath the bucket. It's kind of like gravity in a way. All the stuff that comes off, it falls down underneath the grit, so it's like collected at the bottom. So then, yeah, so you've got your dirty bucket with all of your stuff that you run across the grate, and then you've got your clean bucket with fresh water. And that just minimizes debris being on your mitts, which could cause scratches for the vehicle. And that is just like, if you have a black car and you're not using a 2-bucket method, you will have significant more scratches on your vehicle than without doing a 2-bucket method.
So after you're doing your wash, obviously this already has its coating. Normally, would you put a topper on it, or are you just going to go straight to towel dry?
So I will do a topper as well, but then towel dry it after. And the thing is you've got like Geon Wet Coat, that is a wet application topper. That is something that you can spray on, spray off, and then towel dry off. But with what I'm using today with NV Nova Boost, that is a hand application with microfiber. So
Gotcha.
I will towel dry the car first and then apply.
With the spray application.
Yep.
We've already kind of gone over. We've already kind of gone over your kind of plan of attack for how you're going to do your half. Obviously, my viewers have already know like what kind of usually is my plan of attack. I'm always wheels first, no matter what. Then we obviously move on to the paint. So I'm going to do the 2-foam method instead of the 2-bucket method.
Yeah.
So I feel both are comparably pretty much the same.
Yep.
You just use a little bit more product
Mm-hmm.
with the 2-foam method. So I'm gonna go in, I'm going to foam it. Normally, if it was any other car that didn't have a coating, I would go in with active foam or super foam from Coach Kimmy, but today I'm gonna just use Carpro Reset. I'm gonna spray it on my side of the car, leave it on for about 3 to 4 minutes, let it emulsify, let it do its purpose on that top layer of grime, and then after going, rinse thoroughly. That way, I'm not using that pressure to embed the decontaminants even more. They should already be emulsified and brought back up to the surface of the foam. Spray it off thoroughly. Then I'm gonna go in and spray foam on again with Carpro Reset, and then go in with my contact wash.
Okay.
Since this is coated, I'm not gonna put a topper on it. I would air dry it next, and then whatever water is left over, then I would go in with a towel and dry it up. The less contact I can put on the paint, the less light scratches I put back into the paint, which obviously for a car with this spec and what we like keeping that condition,
Yeah.
we want as least contact with the paint as possible while trying to get the conditions where we want.
Yeah.
So other than that, let's do that.
Yeah, that's good. Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk wheel chocks. Best $20 that you can buy to prevent possible hose problems happening where it runs up against front lips. Like, you know, I've got clients with carbon fiber lips that are worth more than a mortgage, and this little tool right here, with the rollers, it just helps guide the actual line around the car so it doesn't bunch up underneath and like pull anything that could be in this area. So this is just a great $20 investment to protect little things like that from happening. So highly recommend wheel chocks. the shit bussin'. Like, dude, this shit is beating like crazy. Back bumper's so dead, it's crazy.
Right now we're in the drying stage. Normally I do my blow off, and then I go in after and wipe up any residual water, obviously from cracks or anything. But you're gonna go ahead and dry off yours just all straight towel. What type of towel is that?
This is a Klin drying towel. Klin.
Honestly, they look fairly
I wonder if it's just the same company, just rebranded. Like truthfully.
Well, you're using Klin. I got the Liquidator by the Rag Company. One of my top 2 towels I like to use. Let's just go ahead and knock it out. I'm gonna do a time lapse of this.
All right.
And
Get her done.
let's finish this project out.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, I hope you liked today's episode. Is a little different. Kind of took you through my process of how I get it done. Mike's at Lowcountry Auto Spa and how his process is to clean a car as well. Definitely a lot of similarities, some traits that he does himself, some traits that I like to do myself as well. But in the long run, we both achieve a condition of the vehicle that we both thoroughly are pleased with, and it's looking good. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good time.
Other than that, if you like this type of content, drop a comment down below. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Other than that, we're out. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Get this off me.
Bro's had enough. I hear flexing.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Bro, I knew something like that was about to happen. Oh God.